Hello, everybody. Welcome to From the Gut to the Heart, hosted by Karina Mani. I am joined by Karina Mani, our host. Hey, Karine.
Hey Larry, how are you?
I'm doing
I
good.
missed you.
I
Missed you both
know.
actually.
I know. And on the other end of the mic, hey, Eric.
Hey guys, how's it going? Happy to be here again.
Haha,
Oh
good,
yeah,
good.
always.
Always. And Karine, I miss you. You've been so busy, which is a blessing in
Yeah.
itself. And So yeah, what's been going on in your world? How is everything going like with colonics and gut health? You've been really busy.
I know. Well, it's I think I want to say I live in my dream. I mean, dreams come true,
Yeah,
sort of. Um Finally, after 30 years talking shit, talking about colon hydrotherapy, about gut health, it comes from so many, places that people are actually talking about gut health, and
right,
suddenly it become like a very important subject to talk to because so many diseases are connected to our gut and
yeah,
there is a lot of connection. So it's in the colonoscopy world with doctors, and I'm having fun, as you know, I'm always working, I'm
yeah,
always going to the next best thing. So to again spread the word. We
yeah.
just want to help people out there. So I'm building a program right now that's going to be wide all over the United States. It's going to be online program. Yeah, it's fun, right? And yes, talking about how to help the next best thing and just
Yes,
educate.
yes,
And
yes,
yeah, we had a lot of like I think I had like 4 podcasts in the past 2 weeks, which is
yes, yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You're on fire. You're literally on fire.
Yeah.
Literally.
Trying,
In a
trying.
in a good way. In a good way. I will say, you know, from our last podcast with Kirsten, and her diverticulitis, she has had amazing results
Mhm.
from your help, but also a lot of it is attributed to her lifestyle and the gut reset. So I should
Yeah,
say that it's amazing.
changing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it is life
definitely.
changing. It really
Yeah.
is. It really is. And I'm excited about our guest for this podcast, Cheyanne Martin. Welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here.
Happy to
Excellent.
have you.
Hey,
Yes.
girl. This
Hey,
is one of my favorite girls. Um, and I'm gonna show because I do have her copy here with me.
Yes.
Cheyenne is a dear friend, started as a client. We're going together, what, more than 15 years, about
yeah,
roughly.
I
About
used,
we started in the city. So yeah.
yes, on Sunset. Corinne
Mhm.
used to
Yeah.
have an office on Sunset, and
Yeah.
I couldn't find her for a minute, and then I was able to find her in the Valley.
Wow.
So she's been a big help to keeping my health in check.
Yeah, yeah. Really, before we kick everything off, this is what I really love is Karine to have your clients come on and talk about not just being a client, but your friendship. Because I almost think and feel, correct me if I'm wrong, that every person that you meet the first time that become a client, they really become
A
friends.
family.
Yeah,
They become
yeah,
Yeah,
a
because
family.
you know what, we're dealing with something that's so personal, when we actually have the colonic.
yeah,
So yeah, she
yeah.
becomes a friend.
I'm gonna say it even more than that. Everyone become a family in a way because it's not just a one. Some people have just one time thing and they
Hmm.
come and they go. And I have those people that goes with me long time, and they know me from my first pregnancy to the second pregnancy. So yeah, become a
Mhm.
family because even knowing Cheyenne, so I know her family, I know her life, I know her grandkids, I know her nieces because it's part of
Yeah,
those situations when
yeah,
talk about, when you try to help, you know how many times she sat on my table and, and suddenly it reminded her of one of her friend or one of her family. She would actually stop everything, call. She's like, you're not going to believe what I'm doing now. I'm on the middle of clients and you should do it now. This is the number, call her. And she
Wow.
hangs up. And it happened not just with Cheyenne, it happened, I've seen it so many times, but when something helps you individually for your life, for your health, for your well-being, you want people that you love to experience it. So
Mhm.
this is what family do for each other. And I'm saying family is not just blood. Now the reason I'm very excited is because the same way I helped Cheyenne, Cheyenne helped me with so many ways when I never dreamed about to write a book. If you remember, Cheyenne, like six
Yes.
years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, out of the blue, she was writing her book. And I was like, Cheyenne, who did you got help with? And what do you need to? And she's like, Corinne, write it down. This. And you know what? From something I was talking to boom, it just happened in days. And,
Mm.
you know, part of not just, and this is for the audience, and this is be good to yourself, be good to others. You don't have to gain things from helping. And this is true good personality, true good person. She was never, I mean, none of my friends or clients, she was never thought once, what can I gain from
Mm.
helping?
Oh, yeah.
Same way goes for me. It was like very, unique way to, why not? Let's share, because sharing, she share her disease, she share her life with the world, and she took me as a part of her world, which I was honored to be there, and to touch more people with the same problem, as we're always coming back to the same exact thing, taboo. And
Right.
people are so ashamed to talk about their problem. Even rheumatoid arthritis, which is not a big deal, but so
Yeah.
many people are not even aware to the possibility that there is other things to do
Yeah.
and other things to help. And that's why I love that woman, because she's a woman that came from 0 to 100
Wow.
in her own power, both hands.
Mm.
She worked her ass, and I'm sorry about my language. And with that being said, yeah, I'm envy women like that. And if there is women out there that hear us, you can come up from this, the hardest positions from, and she came from Pittsburgh, and she's like the mayor of Pittsburgh. I don't know. She got so many awards over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
And it's always, she's been through amazing road, and to see her now, probably people see, oh, she's successful. To get there was a lot of
Yeah.
obstacles,
Yeah.
ups and down.
Yeah.
And this woman is not taking shit from anyone.
No.
And when I'm saying that, I'm telling all the women out there, it's possible. It's possible to be the next Cheyenne.
I love it.
It's possible to treat yourself, and more importantly, to listen to your body and to identify the problem, because it took her also time to identify what was the problem, why she feels that way. And this is the most important part that we want to talk about, is really to listen to your body. And every now and then when she feels shit, I will say, she would call me, Corinne, I need you. I guess this is the time. Why? Because her body talks,
Yeah.
and now she knows
I
how to
listen.
recognize it. And it's amazing. And this is the part that we want to educate
Yeah.
people. Listen to your body. Your body is not a machine. Your body is,
Yeah.
it's your temple. It's something that we need to feed, to listen, to encourage. Um, and sometimes in this crazy world, all you need is a hug, a good word,
Yeah.
and and you know Yeah,
At
hey,
Colonics.
Cheyanne.
I love it. I
That's
love it.
that's the Colonic.
I love it. I love it. Okay,
To
so
take
girl
all the
bosses.
shit out.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. So we got girl bosses on this show today. I
yes.
love it.
I've watched her grow in the last four, like, let me see, 2019. So yeah, I've watched her grow. I've watched her grow her brand so professionally.
Mm,
And Larry, you've been a big part of it, you and
mm,
Eric.
thank
So
you.
I've watched her grow the brand. I mean, she has the supplements. She's doing the colonics. She's doing the I'm trying to get it out.
She
The
has the the one woman
One woman
show.
show.
She
one
opened
woman
in
show.
Los Angeles. She took it to New York, off Broadway. There is a lot. There's a lot to be said, and I think it's amazing about things that bring everybody together, right?
Hmm.
And to you, because I know Corrine for a long time, and I know her story. She started in on or on Sunset,
Yeah.
and that's where you met. What? Because I know the thing with girl bosses, we're always on a schedule, and we're riding that schedule today for you ladies.
Yes.
And that is not a bad thing because I think and everybody that's on the show, you can talk a lot about gut health and still
Hmm.
not maybe even scratch the
Yeah,
surface.
exactly. Because it's
Um,
so much, and I think we're always learning more and more about it. Am I
every
right,
day,
Kareem? Like,
every day,
you probably learned, there's probably things you learned this year that you didn't know last year or that wasn't known
Always.
last
You
year.
know what? It's never ending. I learn every day from every client. And I would be lying if I'm going to say, oh, I know everything. No, I don't. And if I don't, I usually ask. And, you know, the one thing people always ask me, especially in business, like, what's your mission? Because my mission is always very simple. It's not money. I mean, it is money, but I mean, at the end of the day, at the end of the road, but my mission, my heart is helping. My heart is treating. My heart is healing people. I mean, if I could do it 24/7, I would just do that. Um, but what I really learned this year that describe me in so many words, describe what I do. And my mission is not to add, it's actually
mm,
to release.
Mm,
And this is the difference between me, my approaches all over those years, than any other approach that there is. I mean, Cheyenne was in a lot of sessions. I would never push anyone to buy anything. I'm not even talking about the supplement almost till the end, just as much as
yeah.
I recommend. And I always say you can buy it here or you can buy it anywhere because it's really not about where it's gonna happen. What I'm saying is more important that people will understand that the most important thing is to let go,
Mm,
not to add more.
mm,
Adding more will just gonna push for more blockage. Start to release
mm.
will open up everything. And that, with that being said, it's really about also disease. So let's take it to the main reason that we are all here together because it's a very, very important subject is uh, arthritis,
Mm,
rheumatoid. I mean, you can live full life with everything and suddenly it hits you with pain, insane pain. And Cheyenne, you're gonna tell
yeah.
all about all that situation. And it's not just pain in your joint; it's pain in your heart. It's pain in your body. It's those days you cannot get up from bed.
Yeah.
And when someone that is so active cannot get up from bed, it's insane. So this is not about just health. It's about how much it costs you, really costs you. And more than just money, because money, yeah, definitely it will cost you, but it's going to cost you your vacation.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you your love life. It's gonna cost you your family life. It's gonna cost you your work life. It's
Mm.
gonna cost you your everyday life. And some people say, "Oh, this is it. This is how my life gonna look like from now on."
Right.
Or I guess it's the end of the road for me. This is what it is. This is how my mom felt. This is how my aunt felt. And we're here to say no, 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 no. There is solutions, there is treatments, there is help in so many other ways that Cheyenne researched on herself to see what work for her
Mm.
specific and what not work. And
Yeah.
this is what it is about. There is no one thing for all, but
Right.
there is a lot of things that we can test what
Yeah.
works for us.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Cheyenne, the stage is yours. And welcome, Cheyenne. We want you to talk about, first of all, how you got into colonics and how it actually got help, how it helped you personally to deal with rheumatoid arthritis and what is it? Because people don't even know what this big word is. So welcome, Cheyenne. Take this.
Thank you. So, rheumatoid arthritis is not like the traditional arthritis where people, older people have arthritis, when they reach a certain age. This is arthritis that is actually in your blood system. So your
Mm.
cells are attacking each other. And when they attack each other, it causes inflammation. So there was times that my wrists was swollen, my fingers were fat, my feet were swollen in the morning when I'd wake up and just hit the ground. It was like I couldn't walk, I couldn't balance because they were swollen.
Mm.
And my knees were like the one of the worst things that were happening to me. I had already been seeing Corinne previously, and then I lost contact. So I said, you know what? I started doing a lot of research. I said, let me try a colonic. So before I went to her, I used to go to this Chinese doctor who would do acupuncture, and it would work only for the time that I would lay on the table. But as soon as I would get up, it's the pain. I couldn't walk. I mean, I literally could not walk.
Oh,
It
man.
was scary. I couldn't, if I sat down, I couldn't get back up. I'd have to have somebody give me a
Mm.
hand up. It was really, really bad. So I get to Corinne, I find Corinne, I go to her office, and I noticed that when I would get the colonics, it was cleaning the gut out, and I wouldn't it was and so cleaning the gut out was also helping with the inflammation.
Mm.
So I actually incorporated it in my daily health situation, and I just started getting better and better. So my doctor asked me, he said, so what are you doing? Like, your numbers are good, this, that, and the other. I said, well, I've been doing colonics,
Mm.
I'm eating healthier, I'm not eating meat, I'm drinking a lot of water, getting rest, and I'm doing exercise. And so he was like, colonics. He said, you know what? I'm going to start telling my clients that they should
Wow.
try colonics because it works.
Wow.
So now I've had it for 10 years, 6 bad years, and 4 good years.
Mm.
For the last 4 years, I know when it's time. I will call I'll call Corinne and be like, "Can I see you today? I need to see you today," because I know my body's like, "Okay, it's time."
Mm.
Because I don't want to get to the point where I start swelling up. Because swelling up is just the inflammation. It's you can't even. I couldn't even close my hand
Mm.
or my elbow. It was always like this.
Man, God.
And just to get it straight, when we do clean, when toxins coming out, when like
Yes.
inflammation coming out, when we start to balance the microbiome, because she does take, I mean, to make it like straight up, she does take probiotics. She does take supplement to help her. She takes
Mhm.
every morning water with lemon. She also look for the right diet for her because we always, I mean, especially for rheumatoid arthritis, all the shellfish are not good. Now, I have a funny story about it because, we are friends. So I follow her on social media. Cheyenne used to post videos of food of restaurants. And I would text her, Cheyanne, you cannot eat it. I need to see you tomorrow then. And she's like, oh my God, Corinne, I totally forgot. Because, yeah, it's yummy, yeah, when she's with friends. And then I would text, she's like, how do you know? I'm like, I see it now. I'm like, don't
She would
post if
literally
you
text
don't.
me. She would literally text me.
And this is what I'm saying, become a family, because it's not about what she eats, or it's really about giving you the options, because
Mm,
there is food that you can eat. And every time she ate that food, she inflamed back again.
yeah.
Now, by doing colonics, you can see the swelling going down
Mhm.
right on the
Away.
spot.
Yes.
Really?
And this is
Yes.
not something you wait for. So again, it's not just colonics, it's also her nutrition that
Yeah.
changed a lot.
Yeah.
It's the way she said resting, because Cheyanne didn't know how to rest. And this is
Mm,
another thing, is listen to your body.
mm,
Cheyanne used to be in 5 different restaurants in the same day because she needs to meet clients,
right.
and which is good. But then the adrenaline goes so up, she's not resting. Her
Mm,
body will attack at night. And
mm,
Yeah.
and this is the way it's happened. And then
wow.
she would wake up very tired. I remember she used to tell me, Corinne, no appointment before 10 a.m. because I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
I mean,
The time.
today she does making it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
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 Because
before she couldn't.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is another part of it. And I'm saying you can have amazing life and enjoy restaurant and enjoy everything, as long as in your head you know what you can and
Yeah.
what you can't.
Yeah.
Again, it's not that it's gonna kill you. It's just gonna put you in bed for another day with pain. So it's a choices
Yeah.
we make all the time. And with colonics, and this is a very important thing, it's the detox. The detox is really the main thing. You can do it with colonics, with enema, with nutrition, but the main thing is the microbiome. The minute we balance the microbiome, the gut in the system, your vision become better, your hormones, your anxiety, your even vision become
Mhm.
much better. The light. I
I
mean,
was.
every time,
I really
every
want to
time.
interject right here on this. She is so correct. So when I leave after getting a colonic, it's like everything. It's like I can't explain. Like my vision is just everything is just,
Mm,
and I sleep good at night, and immediately if I have a flare up, it goes down. It goes out with the toxins. It goes
wow.
out with the toxins.
I,
So
I wanted to ask, and I'm glad, Kareen, you mentioned it, and Cheyenne, you're talking about it, because what is it like? Because I hear all the time and see videos that, we posted on social media about like the colonics and the gas coming out, and what's it like? Because we finally have you, and you would like to talk about it, but what's it like being on the table, and what does that feel like when when it starts and then when you let go and release, and what part does Kareen play in this? Because I know she takes very good care and talks you through everything. So what does the whole process feel like when you're on the table?
I have to say this. I have had a couple colonics with somebody else, and I'll never go to anyone but her. So if she's not
Really?
available, I just can't get it done. There's something about this woman that she knows when your body's about. I can't explain how she knows what's going on.
Mm,
And she could be sitting there having her little cup of coffee, and she knows exactly when I am going to release. And it's just amazing how she can get to the root of it. There's times where I've had like blockages and we got to push further. She knows how to do it.
wow.
She knows exactly what she's doing. And I'm happy to have someone in my life to help me with my health journey because
Mm,
she knows it feels good when it's releasing. I'm like, oh my God. She was like, oh, you're about to release. She says it so calmly. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, all this is coming out. So I'll let her take the floor from here, but I just wanted to say that.
Hey, and I have one question for you. For people out there that don't know, they're not familiar with disease, because when you hear arthritis, you automatically think about old people,
Right.
like pretty much everything else today. But you don't need to be old to have it. And what is the cause for that? Or at least in your case, what was?
Hereditary. So
Okay.
I come to find out my sister has RA. My aunts had it. My great grandmother, she had it. My great aunts have had it. So it's hereditary. But did you know that? Because as I started doing a lot of research,
Of
Lucille
course.
Ball, she had it when she was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Wow.
had it when she was 15. So she lived her whole life with rheumatoid arthritis. So you just you and it's funny the way it attacks. It attacks very slowly. It was my knees first. And then it started getting aggressive into my hands, my shoulders. I felt like I was actually being crippled. So I remember I would
Wow.
get up at night. If I would sit down, I'd be like, okay, Lord, when I get up, am I going to be able to walk? It's just hard. It's like two bricks, like
Mm,
in your knees. It was be so difficult just to walk like 10 feet.
mm,
What is the first signs that you
The
want to pay attention to?
The knees. The
mm,
knees were my first sign. First, I started walking with a limp. So it was the
Okay.
limp.
They were swollen, it was just sharp pain,
Um,
or
Swollen and sharp pain and a limp. And
mm.
I thought that it would subdue, like, but it just continued on. And I kept seeing different doctors. And finally, the one doctor said, okay, we've gone as far as we can go. You need to see a rheumatologist.
okay. So what you're saying is, for people out there, if you experience, and then again, we're not talking about a one-time thing, because obviously it took you a little bit of time to figure it out, because you probably thought, oh, I probably tired, oh, I probably worked too hard, or maybe I went to the gym, and things like that. But for people out there, that it signs, and this is about listening to your body, because I always say something that happened more than 3 times in a row and something that you never experienced before, check it out. It's always
Right.
good to check it out. So you're saying if your knees are swollen, or any other, if your fingers, your knees, your legs, your feet are swollen out of nowhere, and it's not something you change in your life, and you have trouble to even get up or even walk, limp, and sharp pain, as you managed to say, like sharp pain, like muscles, or sharp pain is bone. How would you
Sharp
describe
pains
that pain?
in the bones. And the
Is
bones, and
bone.
you don't understand. So you really should check it out because the inflammation is so you can see it. Like you remember how I would come in and my
Yeah.
knees, you can see it. So if you start seeing a lot of inflammation anywhere in your body, you should get it checked out because it could be RA, it could be it's like autoimmune diseases. There's like over 120 of them, so it could be
Yeah.
anything. You got to listen to your body. You have to pay attention. And you got to start gut health. Like everybody should be into gut health. Even my son is doing gut health now.
It's a thing.
Yeah, in a great way. So what test they should do? We would say like a blood panel, first
Yes,
of all.
definitely a blood panel.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's agree that they need to check their calcium, they need to check their magnesium, and they should, I mean, if you suffer from any inflammation, I would suggest magnesium to take every day.
I take
Uh,
magnesium every day.
yeah. No, I mean, I'm talking about general.
Mhm.
Of course, probiotics,
Definitely.
vitamin D. Now, I don't want to sound, you know, prejudice, or, I mean, I'm black. Uh, but vitamin D deficiency. And this is like something I just found out this year that also RA, uh, black people, black skin, black people can suffer more from the deficiency because of the dark skin.
Oh.
Vitamin. Yeah, this is it's true. I'm black myself, and we always laugh about it that I'm more black than Cheyenne. Uh, she always tell me, "Damn girl, you're blacker than
Yeah,
me."
we always look
But
at skin colors. But no,
but
she's
it's true.
right.
But it's true because vitamin D, we usually go to the sun, and because we always think, oh, you have black skin, you don't need the sun, so that's where deficiency comes. And when there is deficiency in vitamin D, there is deficiency also in bones like calcium, magnesium. So this is a good suggestion. Now I'm talking about also food because food wise, and Cheyenne said my aunt, and I always go back to families. It's what was the nutrition that used to be in that household? Because that household that eat a lot of shellfish and more fat and less vegetables, less chlorophyll like cucumbers, celery, stuff like that, they have intensity to have more joint problem, and I see it a lot.
Wow.
And again, like I said, it's nothing about any genre, it's about facts, it's physiology. And I'm learning more about it because I'm trying to help people, because this is really, white people have a lot of other disease, trust me, some
Right.
worse.
Yeah.
But
Now,
yeah,
Karina,
but there is a lot of things that are more on one side than others, and
Hmm.
that's why I'm saying like you can have also that extra checkup for those deficiency because it happened a lot.
Yeah. Cheyenne, what were you gonna say?
one other thing that helps me that Corinne actually has at her shop is digestive enzymes. I
Mm.
Oh yeah,
cannot live without my digestive
Mm.
enzymes because it helps break down the food and actually has it come out. So she actually has those as well, and I've tried hers, and they're good. So that's another thing that keeps me healthy. So I'm not having issues of flare ups or inflammation because it's
or
not
bloating.
or
Yeah.
bloating. It's not fun, guys. It's not. So
Mm.
if you want
Good.
to elaborate on digestive enzymes, that probably could be good because people need to know about that.
And Larry will laugh about it because I'm talking about enzymes for so many years. I'm talking about enzymes and probiotics for so many
Oh
years
yeah.
with connection to cancer,
Yeah.
actually. Um, and no one talks about it, I think, beside me. And it's so funny that one of my clients that just recovered from cancer, he's like, Corinne, there is a research that these probiotics is helping to, and I showed him the probiotics and I enlarged the ingredients. And I said, I know, I'm using the same probiotics. And finally, thank God your doctor actually told you it's good to take it because yes, enzymes and probiotics, this is what makes our microbiome balance. When we have deficiency in one of those, for example, enzymes, there is nothing to really break the food down or digest our food. And so many people are living on protein diet only, so they suffer a lot from gas, bloating, or in today injection, all the GLP-1,
Yeah.
Ozempic. I mean,
Yeah.
they create a lot of constipation, and one of the outcome is a lot of bloat and a lot of gas. And enzymes is something that helps, and
Mm.
it helps for arthritis. Enzymes and arthritis goes together because the minute the enzymes will break the food, the digestion tract can work, and when that work, the inflammation is not going to be trapped inside,
Yes.
and and obviously, everything that we experience internal will show up outside. So beauty comes from inside out. The same disease usually comes from inside out, not the opposite way.
Mm.
So to clean that flora, to clean those things, you need to do really a good detox. Now, Cheyanne is a pro. Like we said, it's like 10 years that she's coming. At the beginning, she used to come weekly because her
Wow.
disease was very active.
It was
I mean,
aggressive.
Yeah.
it was
Aggressive.
very aggressive. And as we go down the hill, as we go releasing, and of course, and we made sure, I mean, we had those text messages back and forth about, Corinne, can I eat that? Can I drink that? What can I mean, she did her own research with medication as well. So I'm not saying don't take medication, don't go to, no, yeah, go to the doctor,
Yeah.
combine the best program for you,
Yeah.
tailor it for you, because it depends on your age. It depends on your well-being, your weight, your lifestyle. I mean,
Yeah.
this is all things that you need to take in account, because this is a part of your rehab,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
we like to call it. It is a rehab.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be young, I mean, old to suffer from those things. Cheyenne was very young when she started to feel that pain.
Mm.
And I don't think anyone in age 20 to 30 to 40 should be crippled or should be, in bed
Yeah.
suffering from something that, there is
Yeah.
solutions out there.
Yes, yes. I would be very remiss. I am watching everybody's schedule and time, keeping very. Here's what I know: 2.1 million Americans suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, 17 million people globally. So this is a very, very important subject to talk about.
Yeah.
And what I'd like to do, Cheyenne, because you wrote a book recently.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what a person can do that writes a book is talk about their inspiration and the people that inspire them right there. Yes.
Here you
And
go.
and Kareen, does she get a chapter? She gets an honorable mention, right? Because of the
No,
things that
Kareem
she's
is a
done.
chapter.
Oh, she gets a whole chapter.
Damn.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's called Cleansing the Mind, Body, and Soul.
nice.
So
Wow.
I talk about how, coming to Corinne and how things have changed. Um, it is, yeah, the whole chapter. If you go to page 76, it says, I have had the pleasure of receiving and continue to receive ongoing treatment from Corinne. I can't pronounce the last name. Now,
The
Nachmani.
mind, yeah, yeah.
a colonic, it goes on to talk about her. She was kind enough to sit down and chat about what she does and how it's beneficial.
Mm.
This whole chapter 8, talks about Corinne, and it talks about the
Now,
treatments.
Cheyenne, you mentioned in very small way, and I usually talk about it more widely. Obviously, we're gonna do a lot more podcasts about how is it to be a woman in this world, but this is a different chapter.
Yes.
Um, you mentioned soul and how you healed your soul and body,
Mm-hmm.
physical and emotional together, because you've been through a journey. This book is not talking about me, it's talking about you. And it's talking about your life in very exposed, naked, like Cheyenne, how she got from A to Z,
Mm.
but also all the obstacles um, that affect her body, affect her soul, affect her emotional. So, yes, rheumatoid arthritis is a physical problem, but there is emotional
Yeah.
aspect to it, and that aspect is we talk about it a lot, and I have the honor really to talk about a great human being, a good person, because I've seen people. She is a good, and I'm saying good person, per se. She always gonna be there to help people, not money wise. A friendship. It's really, in my world, I always say keep one or two friends close to you, because when you fall down, that's when you see who your friends are. You know, it on the hard way, not when it's all roses. And yeah, emotional level, on that spiritual level, she cleaned and detoxed her soul, her emotions, because being good person takes a toll. Being good person, um, she used to take the heat. In a lot of way, and I'm sure people can be related there, out there. She didn't know how to accept help, accept thank you, accept. She only gave. And as a giver, one of the physical things she experienced was the blockages in her stomach, those blockages in her joints. And that is exactly, I mean, I'm going to bring it to that point. When she couldn't move, that was the signal of her body to say, you cannot give anymore.
Mm.
You have to sit.
Mm.
She would give above and, I mean, above and beyond, but she would never knew how to accept for her that it's okay to be her, it's okay to get help. Today she knows, today she doesn't take shit out of no one. And you know, it's really important because you know, you see strong women, but those strong women walk long way
Yeah.
and in a hard way.
Yeah.
She's in tears right now. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what she's talking
Yeah.
about. And then
And today she learned how to accept love because those things are coming from childhood. Those things, this woman helped her family, raised her family, did for everybody. But the last person she helped was Cheyenne. So her body was putting her in that positioning of joint, because joint, if you think about family joint, cannot, I mean, you cannot give, you cannot move. And she learned it in the hard way, unfortunately. But today, to see the outcome, how when you treat yourself emotionally and how the physical is, you know, influenced by it. And it's amazing to see how both worlds work together.
Mm.
And I'm envy something like that. And I'm happy to be a part of her journey because I'm saying God send us people and take people out of our life for many purposes.
Amen.
But if we don't learn our lesson, it comes back in the back doors. And we don't want that. Let's
Yeah.
face it, we don't
Yeah.
want that shit.
Yep.
We want to learn it right now, let it go, and never seen it again. So,
Yes.
yeah. So, everyone out there, when you see this strong woman that dealt with arthritis and built this empire of her, it didn't happen in a day. Didn't. The behind the scene, no one see. It's a hard work. It's hard work internal. She did amazing job nutrition wise because that's a big part. Exercise, well-being. She really wanted that change. And yes, you need to want to change
Yeah.
something in your
Yeah.
life. You have to.
Yeah.
And of course, the colonics. But it wasn't just colonics. It wasn't just gut health. But yeah, gut health is the big
a big part
connector
of
to
it.
pretty much everything.
Yeah.
A big
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. As we wrap up, um, Cheyenne, is there anything that you would love people to know that, and to know that we didn't already talk about? Because we talked a lot about a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
I think it is worth having you come back on and talking about the hard stuff that you've been through and trying to get to where you are, and Kareen too. Kareen, oh
That's
man,
why
we
it's
could
from the
just
gut to
go.
the
Yeah,
heart, because
Yeah.
I
exactly.
like
at
that
the
from the gut
end,
to the heart. I
Exactly.
love that.
yeah,
Exactly.
because at the end, it touched the heart. At
Yeah.
the end, you know,
Everything.
at the end, we're all around emotion. So
Yeah.
everything we do with emotion. Everything we release with emotion. And yes, we're all about taking out versus putting in. We
I love
put
that.
in after the out after we clean everything, after
Yes.
we clean the house.
Yes, yes. Cheyanne, it is all yours. If you want to say anything else, please do so now or forever hold
Any
your
tips,
peace.
anything?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do want
tips vary.
I want to say that I am very happy that I am no longer a prisoner to my body. Like I felt like I
Mm.
was a prisoner. So I'm happy about that. I strongly do believe in colonics, enzyme, digestive enzymes. I believe in soursop. I believe in vitamin D. I believe in listening to your body. I believe in eating healthy. And I know there's a lot of women out there. A lot of women reach out to me today asking me about rheumatoid arthritis or buying my book or calling me or hitting me up through Instagram asking questions. And my best advice is to pay attention to your body. You have
Mm.
one temple.
Amen.
Pay attention.
I love it. I love it. All your links
And,
will be in the description. Go ahead,
oh
Kareem.
yeah,
Yes.
and people buy the book by
Yes.
Cheyanne Martin. First of all, it's interesting. It's even everything I knew about this lady. I kind of was wow because it takes, and she wrote also a kids book. She
Yes.
have a lot to say,
Oh
Everything.
and
my.
she have a lot to say as a woman. And as a woman, I'm saluting you. As a woman, I
Thank you.
mean,
I salute you
for
too.
every girl out there, because I mean, Cheyenne, like I said, a big heart. She helps with educating young girls. She helps with Turkey every year.
I'm a
She
philanthropist.
helps to all the needs. She volunteer constantly with women, with girls
Mm.
that are. She teach them about to be a woman, not to get pregnant, in
Yeah.
early age. She educates a lot. I mean, she does. She is a philanthropist in so many ways, and I'm saying there is a lot to learn from her. And if there is any girl out there that wants to be the next Cheyenne, because I'm sure you have a lot, there is a lot to look up to. And yes, it's possible. When you dreams come true. And
Unbelievable.
when you wish for good, good comes to you. And even if it takes a minute, even if it takes a little obstacle, because I'm taking it to a different route. And yes, listening to your body. And yes, it's possible. Everything is reversible in our body. Our
Mm.
body knows how to create himself
Mm.
every 120 days, as far as blood cells, bones. So the time to change is now. Don't wait 1 minute longer. Don't suffer. Don't be a prisoner in your own body. And, you know, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. It always comes back.
Mm.
Always.
Mm, mm. Cheyenne,
Mm.
thank you very, very much for
Thank
taking the
you.
Yes.
time. I would love for have you come back on and talk about all your remedies, the holistic stuff that
Yes.
you're doing. And Kareen, I think it is worth. We should talk about all the stuff that you just mentioned as a standalone podcast because
Yeah.
I think people take I know a lot of people take their gut health for granted until it's too late, and then that's when they want to realize they want to do something. But please,
And talk
everybody,
about Corinne's digestive
oh
enzymes.
yeah, oh
Yes.
yes,
Cool.
that would
Yes.
be absolute, absolutely.
Those guys, hands down, very, very, very important.
Ah,
Very important.
I tell you.
Thank you so much, Cheyenne. Well, I'm going to see you on the table.
Yes, you'll see me soon all the time.
Ladies
You
and
guys have
gentlemen,
great days.
listen to your gut and take care of it because it's the only one you got. Cheyenne, thank you very much. Kareen, God bless you. Eric, thank you for being a
Yes.
part of this. We will see each other again super soon. Thank
Okay.
you, everybody. Stay well, be
Bye.
well.